Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I did like a more subtle makeup type of look because since I am going to church, this is what I'll typically do for church, which I go Thursdays and Sundays. So I didn't really put anything on my eyes, pretty much no mascara, nothing, just foundation, a little bit of contour. That way I don't look so plain, but I also don't look too snatched for church. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, let's start with priming the face, and once again I am using the Bare Minerals Prep Step Broad Spectrum SPF 50. And so like I said, this is a primer, there we go, and SPF 50, so it protects you from the sun. And like I said, my face is very oily, so it does help me control my oily T-zone. So next up I will be doing my eyebrows, and I will be using the brush that I will be using is the Brow Gal by Tanya Crux. It is the eyebrow brush and spoolie. And by the way, I also got this in, I want to say Maze Ips, not Ipsy, I'm sorry, BoxyCharm. And I will be also using the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream in the color medium brown. I recently bought this at Marshall's, and it's been such a good pomade for my brows. I really do like it, and I only got it for $1.99, so you guys should check it out. Now we are going to move on to carving the lower part of my brows. Like I said in my first video, I did say that I like to now only carve out the bottom part of my eyebrows. So that's what I will be doing, and I will be using once again the MAC uh, Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot. And the brush is the Mini Chisel Fluff by Crown Brushes. And I do, however, fix a little bit of the top of my tail on one of the brows, but then I just went back in with my finger and fixed it. Alright, so now moving on to the face, because like I said in the intro, I'm only doing a simple glam because I do go to church and I am going to church tonight, so I don't want to be too glam, but at the same time, not too plain. And so, like I said, I'm just going to conceal with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand, under the eyes, my whole nose. I will cover it up because it's more like a very good foundation for my foundation because if I don't, my foundation will slip off the nose and it will leave it very oily. And I do Cupid's bow, I do under the chin. If I see like red spots, I'll do that, and then I'm just blending it out with, once again, my fake beauty blender, or buff it in, I'm sorry. And yeah, that's what I do. All right, so now that I have already concealed where I needed to conceal, I am going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade Buff Beige or 130. And again, I will put some on my fake beauty blender and put some blobs on the cheek, the chin, and then I will just buff in my foundation and then we'll head on to the next step. Oh, also, don't forget that you have to put it under the chin and the neck because it's not going to look pretty. Alright. Alright, so now that I have put on the foundation, I will be going in with the concealer again with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade medium. Like I said, I try to show you guys, but there's a glare, so you can't really tell. I'm sorry, so that's I have to mention them. And I will put it under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, a little bit on the forehead, the cupid's bow, and the chin, and that's it. And then I just again grab the fake beauty blender and just blend it out. And yeah. Alright guys, so next up I will be using the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting spatter to set the concealer under my eyes, my whole nose, because again my nose tends to get very oily, chin, laugh lines, and forehead. And I sometimes do the whole face, but like not really. I don't bake. Just to let you guys know, I don't bake. I don't like baking. I've tried it and it doesn't work. So I just really just kind of put it into the face, I want to say. So, yes. All right, so now I am going to contour the face using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit Light to Medium, and I will be using my e.l.f. It says bronzing brush, but I use it to contour. And I will be using 3 shades, and the shades are Java, Fawn, and Havana. I always mix those 3, but I also tap it, and that's what I do to carve the cheekbones, the jaw, the forehead, and yeah. And next up, I will be brightening up a little bit under the eyes, the nose, the chin, the bridge of the, oh, I did say the nose, and the forehead a little bit. And I will be using from the contour kit the shade Banana with an elf brush. It does not have a name, so there you go. And now to slim down the nose. And with that, I will be using a Profusion brush. Does not have a name, so I'm sorry. And I will be going back in the contour kit and with the shade Banana. Banana, sorry, with the shade Fawn. And I always start off from the beginning of the eyebrow. That kind of, for me, it kind of gives the illusion that my nose is slim, starting from there all the way down to the tip. And I always shade in the bottom part of my nose. That way it looks like um, it's a pushed up nose. And I forgot to mention, I do also set my eyebrows with the banana powder or the banana shade. It helps them stay nice and longer. So yeah, here's a nose. And I go back in with my Laura Mercier and just kind of carve more out the nose, and then I go back in with the shade Banana and just kind of try to like not take away a lot, but try to fade out the harshness of the color of Fawn on my nose. That way it doesn't look too obvious that I did do contour. Now that I have contoured or slimmed down the nose, I will be now doing my blush. And I will be going in with my Morphe blush palette, the Morphe 9N blush palette. And it has really nice colors. As you can see, I don't know which color to choose, but I end up choosing the middle color, which is more like a goldish, reddish, sparkly one. I love it because it doesn't look too obvious that I am wearing blush, but it looks nice. Now for my favorite part, as you can tell, is the highlight. Again, I'm trying to show you which one I chose, and I chose the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirled Illuminator in the shade Gilded Honey. I love this one just because it's more of a subtle highlight. It doesn't look too bright, but it kind of does. And it's really, really nice, and oh, I love it. And so, I will be highlighting the top of the cheekbones, my brow bone, my cupid's bow, the chin. And for the tip of the nose, like I did in my other video, I did a dome shape type of highlight. That way, like I said, it looks more like a buttoned. And then I did the bridge of my nose and the inner tear ducts too. Almost to the finish line. So next up would be lips, and I will be using the, oh my goodness, the Maybelline beige babe matte in the number 545. It is such a good lipstick, but for my skin tone it looks a little bit too pink and pale. So what I did after putting it on, I grabbed a lip gloss that's more of a darker tone to it, and it's a gloss, but it looks so nice, and it's darker, but with the lipstick it kind of makes it lighter, and it's just a beautiful combination. And we have reached the end, so I am going to be setting my face with the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Again, perfect for my oily skin. And so, yeah, guys, this is my finished look. I hope you guys like it. And if you guys did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and be sure to stay tuned for another video. Bye, guys.